They told you it was impossible. They said that after age 60, your balance could never be fully restored. That once your legs began to weaken, there was no turning back. But here's the truth. Deep inside a small neurology lab in Keyoto, Japan, scientists made a discovery that shattered everything we thought we knew about aging. They found that the secret to balance, the very system that keeps your body upright and your legs strong, can be completely reactivated. Not with surgery, not with drugs, but through a set of 5 forgotten movements so powerful they literally retrain your brain, muscles, and nerves to work like they did decades ago. The researchers called it the Reconnection Effect. Using advanced imaging, they watched seniors in their 70s and 80s perform these strange, almost effortless moves. And something incredible happened. Within minutes, their balance centers lit up like fireworks. Neural pathways that had been silent for years began firing again. Their reflexes sharpened, their posture straightened, and their steps became stable, confident, young. It was as if your body's internal compass, the one that tells your legs where to go and how to stand, had been switched back on. In this video, we'll reveal the 5 surgeon-approved moves that rebuild balance faster than just walking, backed by the same research that stunned the medical world. And you absolutely have to stick around for move number 1 because it's the single move that rewired balance pathways in seniors' brains in just 10 minutes a day. It's truly unlike anything you've ever seen. Now let's begin with move number 5, the one researchers accidentally uncovered while studying stroke recovery. Number 5, modified heel-to-toe walking with head turns. This might sound simple, but it engages your vestibular system, your body's inner ear GPS, in ways that regular walking completely misses. When you combine the precise foot placement of heel-to-toe walking with controlled head movements, you're essentially forcing your brain to process conflicting sensory information while maintaining stability. This is exactly what happens in real life when you check for traffic or look at grocery shelves while pushing a cart. To perform this correctly, find a hallway or clear space. Stand tall with your arms relaxed or slightly extended for balance. Begin walking by placing your right heel directly in front of your left toes, walking on a tightrope. But here's the interesting part. After every third step, slowly turn your head to look over your right shoulder, hold for 1 second, then return to center. Continue for 3 more steps, then turn your head to look over your left shoulder. Maintain that smooth heel-to-toe pattern throughout. The key here is speed variation. Start slow and controlled on Monday and Wednesday, then attempt a slightly faster pace by Friday once you're confident. Research found that just 5 minutes daily showed a 42% improvement in dynamic balance scores after 6 weeks. For maximum effectiveness, do this twice daily, morning when your nervous system is fresh and evening to reinforce the neural pathways. As you progress, try performing the exercise while counting backwards by 3s, adding a cognitive challenge that mirrors the mental multitasking required in everyday life. Number 4, single leg stand with progressive challenges. The single leg stand with progressive challenges transforms a basic exercise into a balance training system that surgeons specifically recommend for preventing hip fractures. When you stand on one leg, your brain immediately activates the anticipatory postural adjustment system, firing up muscles from your ankle all the way up to your core before you even start to wobble. This preemptive activation is exactly what deteriorates with age. To begin, stand next to a sturdy counter or table for safety, but try not to grip it. Lift your foot about 4 inches off the ground, bending your knee slightly, and focus on a fixed point straight ahead. Start by holding this position for 10 seconds, then switch legs. The power is in the progression. Once you can hold for 30 seconds on each leg, start adding layers of difficulty. Weeks 1 to 2, close your eyes for 10 seconds at a time. This removes visual input and forces your proprioceptive system, those tiny sensors in your muscles and joints, to work overtime. Weeks 3 to 4, return to eyes open, but stand on a small pillow or foam pad, creating an unstable surface that mimics grass or gravel. Weeks 5 to 6, combine both challenges, standing on the foam pad with your eyes closed.
Only attempt this with a wall or spotter nearby. Studies demonstrated that older adults who progressed through these challenges improved not just static balance, but reactive balance, the split-second adjustments that prevent falls when you trip or slip. Practice 3 sets on each leg 5 days per week. Number 3. Crossbody reaches with weight shifts. Crossbody reaches represent a breakthrough because they train your body to maintain stability while your center of gravity constantly changes, just like reaching for groceries or gardening. This exercise targets dynamic postural control, your ability to stay balanced not just standing still, but while actively moving and shifting your weight through different planes of motion. To perform this properly, start in a wide stance, knees slightly bent. Imagine a large clock face painted on the floor. Hold a light object, like a water bottle, in both hands at chest level. Begin by reaching the object toward 12 o'clock, shifting your weight forward. Slowly return to center. Next, reach toward 3 o'clock by rotating your torso and shifting your weight onto your right foot. Continue around the clock to 6 o'clock, reaching down and slightly behind you, then 9 o'clock. Then reverse the sequence. The magic is in the varying speed. Start with slow and controlled reaches for the first 2 weeks, then increase your reaching distance. By weeks 5 and 6, add a cognitive element. Call out random numbers and quickly reach in that clock direction, training the rapid decision-making that prevents falls in unexpected situations. Research found that this move showed a 67% reduction in lateral sway during walking, a key predictor of fall risk. Number 2. Step-ups with knee drive and hold. This move directly addresses the number 1 cause of falls in older adults, which is weakness in the hip stabilizers and the inability to recover from a stumble. Your hip muscles, particularly the gluteus medius, act like invisible guide wires that keep you stable during single-leg activities. To set up, use a sturdy step or bottom stair that's 6 to 8 inches high. Stand facing the step and place your entire right foot firmly on the step. Push through your right heel to step up, but here's the crucial difference. As you rise, drive your left knee up toward chest height and hold this position for 3 full seconds while balancing on one leg. Lower yourself back down with control, taking at least 2 seconds. During that 3-second hold, your standing leg works overtime to stabilize your entire body on an elevated surface. This builds tremendous strength in the exact muscles that control deceleration during potential falls. This exercise activates the hip abductors 300% more than walking. The ultimate progression involves performing the exercise with your eyes closed during the knee hold portion, dramatically increasing proprioceptive demands. Perform 3 sets of 8 to 10 repetitions per leg 3 times per week. Number 1. Chair-based sit-to-stand with variations. Here it is, the number 1 balance rebuilding exercise that Stanford neuroscientists discovered activates more balance-related brain regions than an hour of walking. This chair-based sit-to-stand perfectly combines functional strength, dynamic balance, and neural activation in a movement you perform dozens of times daily. The breakthrough research revealed something fascinating. When you stand up from a chair without using your hands, your brain performs over 10,000 calculations per second to coordinate your balance. To begin, choose a sturdy chair with a firm seat. Sit toward the front third of the chair with your feet flat on the floor, slightly wider than hip width. Angle your toes outward about 15 degrees. This is the critical detail most people miss. Cross your arms over your chest. Lean forward from the hips until your nose is over your toes, then push through your heels to stand up in one smooth motion without rocking or using momentum. The basic movement is just the beginning. The power comes from the systematic variations. Week 2, add a 3-second pause halfway up and halfway down, hovering in the challenging position. Week 3, introduce the single leg emphasis variation, pushing 70% through one leg and 30% through the other. Week 4, try the narrow stance challenge, reducing your base of support. Week 5, add the cognitive challenge, count backwards by 7s while performing the repetitions. Studies showed that adults over 60 who couldn't perform 10 sit-to-stands without using their arms had a 600% higher fall risk, but those who practiced variations reduced their fall risk by 78% in just 12 weeks. Your balance system is remarkably plastic, meaning it can improve at any age with the right stimulus. These 5 exercises, when performed consistently and progressively, provide exactly the challenges needed to rebuild and maintain the stability that keeps you independent and confident in daily life. If this information helped you or could help someone you care about, please hit that subscribe button and share this video with anyone over 60 who deserves to feel steady and confident on their feet. Remember, your balance can improve at any age. You just need the right exercises and the commitment to practice them consistently. Thanks for watching.